Hello Cancer. This is your astrology forecast for August. Well, it's a busy month and there's a lot going on. So let me start with the 2nd of August, when we've got Mercury, planet of communications, technology, joining Jupiter, planet of good fortune, abundance. And remember that Jupiter always magnifies everything it touches. And for you, this Mercury and Jupiter is happening in your 2nd house of finance, Cancerians. So you may have a wonderful idea for doing something about earning some more money. This is a great time for looking into opportunities of making a passive income. There's a hell of a lot of information out there on the internet about ways in which you can do it. From selling e-books on Kindle, from email marketing, there's all kinds of things. But this Mercury and Jupiter could just give you a wave of really good ideas. It's also possible that with Mercury and Jupiter, that you come together with somebody else who is going to help you and support you. Or maybe just somebody who can mentor you, give you ideas. It might be an organization that can help you to turn an idea into a business, something that can be profitable. It's also an important time to look at your values, to really think about what's important to you and maybe extend your mind a little bit. Maybe allow your mind to roam a little free. Sometimes Cancerians, you kind of play the safe route, many of you. Time to allow your mind to go free, because sometimes by taking a risk, not a crazy risk, it's a new idea and it's something that could bring you more prosperity and more money. So then on the 8th of the month we've got Mercury. Mercury's awfully busy this month. Mercury is trine to Uranus, very favourable aspect here between Mercury and Uranus. And boy, this could bring you a wonderful money-making idea. It could also bring you something in your work area that suddenly you get a new solution to it. Because Mercury is the lower mind and Uranus is the higher mind. And so when these two are kind of vibrating together, making music together in a very harmonious way, this is when you can tap into that higher mind and come up with answers to things that you really haven't been able to do so far. So this is answers potentially for you in your career direction, maybe a problem at work, something you've been dealing with, problem person you've been dealing with, and you'll find a new way of dealing with it. Solutions to problems. Could be a solution to a networking problem, could be a solution to a problem with technology, anything scientific, needing an answer. This could be your time, and it could also, as I say, make you money. On the 10th of August, we have a full moon in Aquarius, and it's happening for you, Cancerians, in this 8th house of money. This month is going to be quite a lot of focus on money for you and finances. And this full moon is shining a light on, maybe it's time to look at a joint relationship that you've got. Maybe it's time to change a joint financial partnership. Maybe it's time to get out of one or get into one. But the full moon shining a light in this 8th house as well is for you to look at how you're organising your finances, how you're budgeting, your insurance, your mortgage if you have one, any debts if you have any. Really shining a light on these things, tax issues. These could all come up for you at the time of this full moon. Of course, it's also an opportunity during this full moon to get closer with someone, to be more intimate with them. That's also a possibility. On the 16th of the month, we've got Mercury, as I said, busy, changing sign into Virgo, going into your 3rd house. This is a wonderful time for learning something, going on a course, a workshop, a seminar, a training. It's also good for studying anything. It's really good for teaching, for writing, for sharing information, for blogging, for doing videos. All of those things are really stimulated by this Mercury energy. Now on the 18th of August, we've got a lovely conjunction between Venus and Jupiter together. sorry, I missed out. On the 13th of August, Venus comes into your second house. I'm getting so excited here about all these aspects. So Venus here, all these planets in the second house, as I said, a big focus on finance. Venus can bring you some good fortune with your finances. And certainly on the 18th of the month, when it becomes conjunct with Jupiter, and Venus and Jupiter are the benefics, the very benevolent planets of the zodiac. When they come together, this can bring some very good fortune in your finances. The downside of it is it can also encourage you just to spend and not really think about your spending well enough, and then just spend on big ticket items, maybe be a little bit lazy, maybe indulge yourself, but just be careful it doesn't go too crazy with the Jupiter and the Venus coming together. And on the 24th of the month, we've got the moon coming into your third house, and also on the 25th of the month, the sun. Getting myself very muddled here, and I can't even blame it on a Mercury retrograde, because it's not retrograde. But suffice to say, the sun on the 24th and a new moon on the 25th of this month coming into your third house. So activated this month are finances, and then this third house, make some new contacts. Cancerians, get out there. New moon here, meet people, socialise. You're probably going to be making some short trips. You might find yourself very busy. What new beginnings can you make in learning something new? Some new skills, some new things that can really help you accelerate your income, your finances. What is it you want to share with other people? This is a wonderful set of aspects for sharing something that you're excited about, that you feel passionate about. And for the last 2 weeks of the month, we've got a somewhat challenging aspect, which is Saturn conjunct Mars. Now, Mars is the planet of action and wants to do things and get on with things. And Saturn says, no, hang on a minute, have you thought this through? Have you got a plan? Have you structured things? So what's important about this aspect is that you don't try to take on too many things. The planets in the third house here are going to trigger you wanting to take on a lot of things. But the Mars-Saturn aspect is saying, no, one thing at a time. So choose the most important thing, and then the Saturn energy will help you to accomplish it. This could be something connected with children. It could certainly be connected with something to do with your own business, or starting your own business and getting focused on it. Really focusing on what the necessary steps are. Restructuring your business in some way. It's also a good time to really think seriously about, I know it's maybe a dichotomy in a way, but thinking seriously about what gives you pleasure, what you enjoy, making sure that you're allotting something, at least one thing a day, that you really enjoy, and you're doing that so that you feel uplifted and rewarded for all the work that you've been doing, you've been putting in. So we've got the balance this month of these two in somewhat challenging aspect. You might feel as though you're taking 3 steps forward and a couple of steps back, but also the Jupiter-Venus here bringing you some good fortune potentially with your finances, as long as you don't go over the top. So there you have it, my dear Cancerians. I wish you a great month. Thank you for subscribing, commenting, sharing. Bye for now.